My name is Dr. Kolawole Adekola. I'm from the University of Ibadan, Department of Archaeology and Anthropology, University of Ibadan, Nigeria.
Why are you here in Unicorn?
Yes, my being a unicorn is a long story. One, it's to kind of a collaborative move with the University of the Unicorn. Sometimes last year, precisely in August last year, I was invited by the ambassador of France to give a speech as regards my archaeological research in Nigeria. The ambassador interestingly went to Ise, and along the line he saw soapstone figurine. When he saw the figurines, he was impressed with the figurines. So as he was talking, one of the IFRA, that is French Institute workers there, just said, we have one of our researchers who had worked on this, who had done his PhD on this. And the man said, wow, he would love to see the man. So immediately the man invited me that I should come and give a talk, to him for maybe 10 minutes. But eventually we spent more than 2 hours. He was so impressed with the quality of what we did in his year. So he now said, okay, I will give you a chance to go to France so that you can at least rub minds with some of your colleagues. Interestingly, I have a colleague in Cécile, Professor Cécile, who we said, okay, we can get in touch with it. And then we decided I should come to Caen to do some collaborative work with the department here, the CRAHAM department. What my here is to share in the information as regards the laboratory, as the use of the library, and to see the possibility of what we can do together in terms of collaborative work.
For how long are you here?
Well, I've been here since 15th of January, and I'll be leaving 15th of February 2022.
And why did you prefer the Caen University in comparison with other universities in France?
Well, there are a lot of factors. The first factor was the fact that Professor Cecile had been in Nigeria before, and we've interacted. And I was surprised when he was in our laboratory to see the kind of bone materials that we have. The way he was analyzing the bones, I said, oh, this woman will perhaps be the best for me to go to the university. And when I got here, it was a different ball game entirely, because the things I saw, I was damn impressed with the facilities that are here in terms of ceramic analysis, in terms of bone analysis, in terms of coins. And I wish there would be a kind of partnership in which some of our students and even some of our lecturers can come here and have a feel of what is here, and even have further trainings of what is here. Because what is available here, I must tell you, we don't have that kind of facilities there in Nigeria. And I believe if some of us are encouraged to be here, we'll certainly the research will get better for it.
What have you been doing since you are here in Caen?
Well, since my arrival in Caen, I've been doing a whole lot of things. I've been visiting laboratories. I've been to at least 2 or 3, not 2 or 3, I think about 6 laboratories. And I must be sincere with you, I'm impressed with the facilities in terms of the kind of materials that are in the laboratory. Last Friday, I was at the ceramic archaeological lab. Oh, that's so fantastic. Honestly, the only thing I can say is that, there should be a forum to encourage, staff from Africa, staff from my university. I'm sorry, I have to be selfish here now, and even students, to come here and learn, because there are so many things that I saw there that I've never seen before. There are so many opportunities that I see that we can do with our work that we may not be doing before. So having been here, I've been going to the laboratory to see the kind of work they do. I've also been doing some kind of little bone analysis with Cecile. I've also been doing a lot of readings on my own. In fact, the kind of materials I've been able to read in the last 1 month, I doubt whether I can do that in the last 6 months, in the next 6 months in Ibadan. And then I've been able to write 1 or 2 papers even as I'm here. So I've gained a lot within 1 month. If I have the opportunity of one month like this, I wonder how many papers I will write within a year. So I'm sure it will be a very good opportunity for me to continue to write more papers.
what are your current, can you describe us your current research in Nigeria?
My current research in Nigeria, I'd worked on the soapstone figurines of Ise. Ise is somewhere in north central Yorubaland, and it's also in southwest Nigeria. At times, probably some people will say it's in the northern part of Nigeria, Kwara State precisely. I've been working there for more than 10 years now. I remember I started the work actually in 2006, where I've gone to do the preliminary survey, and from there on, I started by doing little work until I went for the archaeological survey properly in 2008. And after the archaeological survey, I did some form of analysis, and then I expanded the work by, doing different kind of analysis that were never done in Nigeria before. First, there was cowrie shell analysis in my work. There was organic residue analysis in my work, and then I also provided the chronological framework for the soapstone. And for the very first time in Nigeria, we have a picture of when the soapstone objects of Ise were manufactured. They were actually manufactured between middle 14th century and early 15th century. So my work has been a sort of groundbreaking work in that part of Nigeria, in Nigeria in itself.
And is it related to the Eleifene Songbook project where we have worked together?
Yes, Eleifene project is a different project entirely. It's a collaborative work that involves quite a large number of institutions. We have the Obafemi Awolowo University, we have University of Ibadan, we have William and Mary, we have University of Caen, because University of Caen was also present there through Cecile. We have Augustine University Lara also being involved. But there is a major project of the Ife Shugbu-Eredo. We want to understand the complexity of Shugbu-Eredo itself. Shugbu-Eredo happens to be the largest moat in Western Africa. And then secondly, we also want to understand the depth of Ife origin. There are a lot of speculations, there are a lot of myths as regards Ife, and people believe that Ife was the origin of humankind, and the Yorubas believe that Ife was actually where everybody started from. So it's Ife Shugbu-Eredo is a different project entirely, but it's much more a bigger project. Mine is an individual project, but Ife Shugbu-Eredo is a big project that is being sponsored by, I think, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in France here, as well as I think all the universities that are involved.
And who is conducted this project?
In Ife, okay, it's Dr. Gerard Chuan is the lead principal investigator, and we also have Professor Adisa Ogunfolakan of the Obafemi Awolowo University Natural History Museum in Eleifene as also a principal investigator. Those are the two principal investigators. We have a couple of people who are researchers from University of Ibadan, from Obafemi Awolowo University, from Ahmadu Bello University, as well as from University of Caen, where Cecile was also part of the team in 2019.
And after your stay here with us, what would you hope for each other from Ibadan University and for Caen University?
Caen, I'm pleading and I'm praying that Caen will come to our help. Caen will really need to do a lot in terms of trying to see if you can develop capacity. That's the most important thing, so that we can develop capacity of those of us who are based in outside Europe. For instance, Caen can engage in such a way that it will send some of their lead researchers, particularly the lady in ceramic hand, as well as Cecile. Caen can send them for maybe a 2 or 3 weeks training in Nigeria, so that they can come and train, staff and students on, bone analysis, on even ceramic analysis. And then, on the other hand, Caen can also help to facilitate at least 1 or 2 students from Nigeria to come down to France, to see and work with Cecile and Han, maybe for 4 months or for 3 months. I'm sure the experience there, we don't need to tell people, before they know the importance of what they are doing. And once they are here, I'm sure they will never want to leave archaeology at all, because the experience there is awesome and it's wonderful.
And because of that, of this type of projects,
Yes.
could you just quickly just give us a picture from the archaeology in Nigeria? Because it's not, I think it's not organized the same at all as in France.
Yes, archaeology in Nigeria is tied down to two main organizations, the universities and the National Commission for Museums and Monuments. And as a result, archaeology is not as expanded as we have here. You know, when I see archaeology here, I was like, wow. I mean, I just pray that one day Nigeria will get to that level. So, I mean, we really need to do more in terms of funding archaeology in Nigeria. The government needs to do more. And even the universities and all the commission also needs to do more. But everything boils down to the government, because it is until when you expand the scope for the work to go on that people can begin to do the work the way they're supposed to do it. So, for now, let's say that in Nigeria, archaeology is not as developed as what is here. Because when I see what is obtainable here, it was like, for instance, let me just give a typical example. For instance, I was at the ceramic lab, and I didn't know when I asked how much will it cost, you know, for Nigeria to have this kind of a lab. And when I was told 200,000 euro, that's about 100 million naira. I mean, it means we have a lot to do in terms of funding of archaeology. We also have a lot to do in terms of expanding the scope so that people can come in and do archaeology. And also, we also have a lot to do to make archaeology interesting. Maybe that's part of our own as lecturers, so that, you know, the people outside there will also know the importance of archaeology. But in Nigeria, people will ask you, where will I work after, you know, studying archaeology? That's the big problem. That's why I say government needs to liberalize. Government needs to make it much more open, so that people can practice as they are practicing outside the universities here in France. If that is obtainable, I'm sure so many people will come into archaeology. I'm sure archaeology will become much lucrative, you know, in Nigeria. But
actually, in Nigeria, the archaeology studies are organized, or it is organized for the students. Is it just a little bit similar as in France, or is it really different?
Yeah, it's as in for students, it's a little bit similar. I mean, for students, it's the same thing. You know, they come to class, they learn in class, they also learn field works, they also learn through laboratory studies. For instance, we also do ceramic analysis. But I must be sincere with you, our own is not in the same magnitude as what I saw Han doing. You know, we only do typology in terms of, okay, these are decorative motifs. This belongs to what type, in terms of functions, in terms of pattern, but not to the extent of doing chemical composition of aluminum, thorium. You know, that lab is another thing entirely. So, if only government, because it's everything still that boils down to government. Because I mean, I don't see an individual giving us 100 million naira to have that kind of lab. I mean, certainly it must be government that must encourage that kind of a thing to thrive. So if government begins to fund archaeology and education generally the way it should be funded, I mean, don't let me say archaeology alone, education the way it should be funded, I think we'll get to where we are likely to get to in the future.
Okay, thank you, Prof.
Thank you.